And that's the idea of the Buddha, that you concentrate on everything, not flying around. Your mind is flying out, not in the thinking, not in the kind of work that you have to do. And when your mind is flying around, you can injure yourself. Like if you use the knife and you didn't handle it properly, you can injure yourself. You do something, the success is low, not as high as the mindfulness people. Also in the real life, mindfulness from one to another person, mindfulness from father to the daughter, to the son, to the wife, mindfulness from the wife to the husband, the son, the daughter. It's very useful because it can be the practice that can handle the situation in every way. It can handle the situation that someone is angry and you are mindful of something that could happen. So you can be very gentle to the person, talking to the person gently, and become having the good situation, harmoniously living together. That's one thing that you can be the person who practice mindfulness. Thank you so much.
Chơi mà này mà po, chơi mà này po, sát thổ po. Come over so. Chẳng su.
First of all, I'd like to give my respects to all the venerables here, and good morning to everyone. Just a quick question. Could you please tell me, or explain to me, is there much difference in mindfulness and meditation? Is there much differentiation between the process of mindfulness and meditation? Yes, can you please explain?
Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to explain the definition of the English word, but if we learn about the root word, it's become from the Pali word. Mindfulness is sati, and meditation commonly translated from the word vipassana. But nowadays people are very confusing about the word meditation. Sometimes they use the word meditation instead of the word samadhi. Samadhi, it's kind of concentration, but sometimes people confuse. So if we learn about the real definition of the word samasati and samadhi, it's different. Samadhi means you control your mind or concentrate on something, not allow your mind to think something bad. It's just to make your mind calm down. It is concentration. But vipassana, we become from visesena, and passat means see, but not see by your eye, but by your wisdom. See something that's special than normally. In normal life, you see thing like I said at the first time, you see as the person or thing. But Vipassana, it is see the reality as it is. All things as it is. But the awareness or the mindfulness is the kind of realize thing again and again and again. So meditation that translates from the word vipassana, so sometimes it makes people confused. So that's why I want to use the root word vipassana. Vipassana means the terms of panya or wisdom that understand very deeply.
So would the initial process of that be the same way?
No, it's a little bit different, but when you cultivate mindfulness, it also helps wisdom happen. For example, in Satipatthana Sutra, Buddha asked people to cultivate mindfulness, but his purpose is to develop panya or wisdom. That's why in Eightfold Paths are divided into 3 parts: right understanding and right thought. It's panya. The first 2 of Eightfold Paths are panya, and right speech, right action, right livelihood is moral, and the last 3 paths are called concentration. Yeah. So nowadays people always confuse the concentration and meditation. Yeah. So meditation, if it is the real meaning, if we talk about the real meaning, is panya. Yeah. It's another eyes, wisdom eye, to see the all thing as it is. Like when Gaundanya, the first disciple of Buddha, got enlightened, and then Buddha called his wisdom like Dhammatalk. Dhammatalk means eyes that see the real Dhamma. The real Dhamma. So you get some point? Okay? Yeah. Okay. In English.
First of all, I would like to pay respect for Lokjakru, San Sochea, Lokjakru, Colony, Hainan Paong, Cơ Paong, and all Tim Kim Kana, Ban Squad, and Nim. Hainan, some Juliet.
No,
I would like to say hello to everyone. I come from Islamic people. I got a poor English. 6 years ago, I had an accident and I stayed in the hospital, and then I was allowed to go to study about mindfulness. I could hear the young man and boy ask about how to practice the mindfulness. I listen a lot of Dhamma as well, but the thing I can remember only very simple and little thing. Mindfulness for me, if I say something wrong, please look Jakru, Metta, correct me, please.
No metta, correct me.
Mindfulness for me, I think if you go to work, you know that I'm going to work. If you go shower to have shower, you know, oh, now I'm going to have shower. Every activity or you do something, you remind yourself, yeah, you know, yeah. Like now we are sitting yeah, we are listening to the Dhamma that Lungja, the people on learn.
Not long cha từng tùy vợ.
Our teacher just explain. Yeah. You know, for me, I just take something easy because now I'm forgetful. So I know when now I'm sitting, I know I'm sitting. And I'm eating, I know now I'm eating. Or doing something, I just remind myself that I do something. You know, that's all I know. Because you said, yeah, you are busy and you don't know how to practice, how to do mindfulness. That's what I got a little idea. So,
Good.
Yeah,
I
good.
don't know. It's good.
What you're
Do
trying
the
to say,
nothing.
what you're trying to say is always.
Please.
If I'm trying to trying to understand you, you're saying that whatever I do, I should stay in the present moment, reflect on what I'm doing, and stay focused on what I'm doing. But exactly. So what happened when you have so many competing interests and priorities in your life? That's all happening at the same time. Do you try and prioritize, like, and understand the problem and trying to solve the problem, or do you just let things go and just put yourself in a state of being calm, but just let everything else falls around you? Or do you take the approach, see things as they are, solve the first complex problem, isolate the children if that's causing the problem or they're fighting each other, and then just put yourself in the room and stay calm? How do you apply the practice? I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can, but how do you apply that practice in? Yeah.
Can I help you with that?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Yeah, please.
Because I learned mindfulness and then I started using it in my life because I've had small children once, and believe me, when they get older, they're not easier. So to find peace in myself, I have to find a way to use mindfulness in my life. And when I learn how to do that, I see that I eliminate a lot of the anger, a lot of the frustration, a lot of the stress and anxiety in my life too. Because what mindfulness really is, essentially in the basic step, it's awareness. It's not only awareness of the kids, it's awareness of yourself. So when you're busy, you say, okay, this is not my good state of mind to handle this part. So sometimes you have to convey it in that little moment when the kid's not behaving well. You use compassion and to see what the kid is going through. So you say, okay, he's playing up, okay, she's playing up. So you say, well, look, I feel really sorry for my kid because the kid could have had a bad day too, okay? And the kid could have had, who knows what happened to them from the day. So you as a parent, your compassion comes flowing out for your kids. If you don't feel that compassion for your kids, that's where it goes wrong, because you are angry too, they're angry too, and that's where it's clashing. So with mindfulness, it's about awareness. So awareness of yourself too, of your state of yourself, and awareness of your kid too. That's an example I can give. And it's applying for the same thing at work as well. So I used to have a lot of problems at work because it was about it was about me a lot. At the state that you are in life at the moment, the ego is very big. The I is very big. Believe me, I was in your state too. You want to achieve something. You want to keep your family together. You want, higher pay to pay off your house. It's all about I. But when you start to be aware of that and jump into the future, there's a lot of illusion with it. You think, oh, my kids are going to turn out terrible if they don't get enough sleep. And that's illusion. They might not turn out to be horrible because one night lack of sleep. They might not. So then it's not seeing reality. You're seeing the future that might not happen. And then you get carry off into the wrong mindfulness, basically. That's how I see it, that's how I apply it into my life, where I see myself drifting off into the illusion part of life. I bring myself back into reality, and then bring myself back into reality, and then see things as they are, and apply compassion into what action I'm going to take. It's a lot better. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your sharing. Now I give you a very simple example. You raised the question that the just don't care with the kids and just try to see things as it is. It's not like that. The same thing as when you drive a car. You have always know what you are doing when you drive a car.
That's your instinct.
Yeah. It doesn't mean that, oh, just it is like this, like that, and then you close your eye and then you let the car go by itself. No, not like that. But when you drive, you cannot look anywhere that very far away from you. You just focus on the direction that you are driving to, but not very far, around 50 or 100 meters. So, and then, yeah, the law of traffic, they don't allow you to talk telephone or to do something that can you lose
your mind.
Yeah, out of control. Yeah. To see things as really is means you see the real problem. Yeah. If you go with anger or with angriness, you will do something wrong. Yeah. It is the way that you need a bit patience with that.
Because what you're saying is exactly right. Because if you lose your mind,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point going to help somebody.
Yeah.
You're trying to solve a problem.
Yeah. Solving problem is the duty of wisdom, of your knowledge, not anger. Anger cannot solve a problem. Yeah, that's it.
Just one simple question. Whereas we talk about mindfulness, which is wonderful, thank you. But how about being compassionate? How can we be more compassionate every day?
Compassionate. Compassionate, maybe the karuna or metta. Yeah. There are 4 noble states. Yeah, like Brahmavihara, metta, I know translate as loving kindness, and karuna, it's feel pity with the person or animal that has suffering. And mudita means joy with others' happiness. It's opposite of jealousy. And the 4th is upekha, equanimity. So the question is how to cultivate passionate, loving kindness or karuna. So we have to learn a little bit what is the object of that. To cultivate loving kindness, the object of the consciousness is when we look all human or animal with special eyes. I call Peya Jakho. It Pali word Peya Jakho. Peya mean love. Yeah, Jakho mean eyes. You look with love. Try to look with love, not with angry. Don't try to focus on their mistakes. You know, everyone has mistakes. Even me, even all venerable. Yeah, we all have mistakes. So there's nobody perfect, but they have some are good and some are bad. If you only focus their faults, you cannot cultivate your loving kindness. You're gonna be angry. You're gonna be disappointed with something that they do, right? Like in the fish, fish. Also, the fish always have the bone in the fish. If you want to eat fish, don't hate the bone. Do you understand? Yeah, you can you can take the bone away and then you eat. Yeah. And in the fish, there is not only the bone. If you always disappointed with the bone, you cannot eat fish. You got my meaning? That's why I told you when you listen to me, focus on meaning, not English. Yeah. So, when you hate someone, it's not about someone, it's about you. The way you think. The way you think. Like when you have kids, your small kid, your kid fight you or punch you, you never get angry with him because you don't mind. What is mine?
Somebody else.
What is mine? Where is mine? Never mind. So, hatred or something that happened in your mind, it's not about other people. That's why I say the word Peya Jakho. You can remember this word Peya Jakho. Peya Jakho. Can you repeat it? Peya Jakho. Yeah, when you look all people with love, but it is not love with attachment. It's not the love with attachment. Love, it's kind of true love. In your mind, you always want to give them happiness. Love that we call true love never take you into trouble with that. But love with attachment, you always get trouble. That's why love is the cause of suffering. It is love with attachment. You want to get something from person or thing that you love. It is very, very, very dangerous for your future plan, future life. You love something, you want to get something, but sometimes you cannot get it. You will cry. But love someone as a true love, you just want them get happiness only. You want to get something. For example, I give you some simple example. When you feed the animal, but not the true love, but you want to get something from it. You think when it grow with bigger, you will sell it to take money. But unfortunately, it got sick and died. And then sometimes you cry, oh my goodness, I lose money. You feed them, you give food to them, it does not mean that you have true love with that. But when you go for a walk in the public gardens and you see the birds and then you give the food to the birds just for fun, and then you walk away. Later on the bird die, you never cry because you never want to sell it. Yeah, loving that just want somebody get happiness with your love never cause you have trouble. So another one, how to cultivate karuna. Karuna mean pity, compassion, pity with some, compassion is metta. Okay, metta, what I already said. Metta. So open your payachakho together. Now you look to me. What kind of eyes that you look to me? Oh, that's great. Yeah, it is the kind of compassion or loving kindness. Okay, try to look at their goodness. Your compassion will grow. Yeah, if you try to look their fault, your compassion will smaller and smaller. Do you understand? Yeah. You are all a very good person. Why? Because I can sit here because you are a good person. If you are cruel, you fight me, I cannot sit here. Đòn mong chăn này.
Last night you say everyone not 100% perfect. So you see everyone over here is very good person.
Very good, but not the best.
Remember the last night, another one.
Yeah, very good.
You say no, people are not 100%. But somebody just sit down and smiling, but something inside.
Yeah.
You see that the eye, like a relationship looking, focus, but not mean, like, why? What I don't understand, but just show outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to give them a good value, Yeah, when you smile to somebody, they smile at you too. When you express your face with angriness, they cannot smile at you,
That is body language.
Yes. Yeah, inside only themselves that know clearly. Yeah, you yourself know yourself.
Look at with the true love eye, like metta.
Yeah.
Just include body language too.
Yes. Yeah, we express with eyes, with body, with speech, and with action. Yeah, you are right. However, you are good, or very good, because you allow me to talk. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for coming. And thank you for your patience to listen my English.
Thank you for and thank you for everyone coming discussion Dhammatalk. I hope you enjoy this morning and particular with Palaka. Thank you for Palaka. Thank you for that. We have time limit for my lifetime. Sorry, and we hope another time you come in this afternoon for the raising money for the Cambodian vision. Yeah.